All right, welcome to Friday 5. I am joined by Doug Aley, CEO of Paravision. Doug, welcome. What problem does your company exist to make less painful, and for whom?
Really to determine what is authentic identity. So we make face recognition, liveness detection, deepfake detection, injection attack detection, and age estimation software for our customers. Our customers tend to be large-scale identity verification providers, banks, governments, etc.
What assumption about your market turned out to be wrong, and what forced you to confront it?
The assumption that turned out to be wrong was that there wasn't room for additional players in face recognition, that it was largely an established and mature market. We came in about 8 years ago, a full, several decades after NEC wrote the first patent for face recognition, which is in 1969. There were room for more players. The technology evolved. You had convolutional neural nets that came on the scene, and that fundamentally changed the game. Put a lot of work behind our technology and think it's, some of the best in the world, and it's independently benchmarked as some of the best in the world.
What trade-off do buyers in your category still underestimate?
Probably cost and performance, and then performance specifically around demographics. So there are a kind of a trope, and it's a well-deserved trope about the face recognition industry for years, has been that it is biased against people across different age, gender, and skin tone sort of brackets. And I think if you haven't sort of put sort of time into actually sort of benchmarking internally, there are plenty of global benchmarks that do that. And demographic performance matters, especially when you're doing it at incredibly large scale. And then also that one-to-one performance is not the same as one to, tens of millions performance. So if you have a very, very large scale problem, those demographic differences sort of multiply. So I think that's one that people should spend a lot more time doing, because this technology should work for everyone.
What will matter more in your market over the next 12 to 18 months than most people are preparing for today?
Probably preparing for continuous innovation in deepfakes. You need to be prepared from an infrastructure perspective that anytime a new model comes out, that you're doing, in our case, that you're doing model turns, that you're doing benchmark turns, and making sure that that you're prepared for what is a rapid evolution. It's not intractable, but it is a rapid evolution, and the sort of companies that are prepared will do well. The other ones, there will be breaches.
What is a small hill you're willing to die on that most people would think is trivial?
We have a debate around our house with our kids that you sort of look at it from a purely logical perspective. Is cereal soup? And my hot take is it's definitely not soup.
It's absolutely not.
It's not soup. I think soup should be, but then they'll bring up, you'll bring up, soup should be hot. But then they're like, well, what about cold soup? There's gazpacho, right, and there's cucumber soup and strawberry soup and all this sort of thing. But I think fundamentally, like, people know the difference between cereal and soup, and they know it when they see it. So
yes, totally agree.
and I'm not sure that's a super hot take, but at least around our house, that is.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on the Friday 5. Thank you, Doug, for joining.
Yeah, thanks a lot.